I'm just back from town and I've bought some beautiful spring flowers. Actually, they smell really gorgeous. I know you quite often see people dipping their heads into flowers to smell them, and to be honest, lots of the modern varieties just don't have any scent at all. But I know it's these highly scented hyacinths which are just absolutely gorgeous. I am going to show you how I'm going to unwrap them, put my flowers in water, and I'm going to do a quick DIY on this vase I picked up from the charity shop at the same time. I'm going to take my scissors and cut away the wrapping. You could rip it, but I do like having the opportunity of saving the paper. And if I cut away the tape, there's more likelihood that I will save it because it being one complete piece. I've already told you that these are the hyacinths, but do you know the names of the other flowers? I'm guessing you know those. Leave me a comment though below. But what about these flowers here? They're a gorgeous purple, but there was also a red variety at the market stall in town as well. There's always so much plastic on everything, but it's there to protect the flowers until you get them home. Cut away the plastic with the scissors, making sure you're not cutting any of the stems, and take off the elastic band as well. These are actual elastic bands rather than elastic ties, so I can save those for something else. See here with the hyacinths, they've actually been bored out of the hyacinth bulb, so not just cut off at the stem, you've actually got the bulb area as well, so I need to shave that off and create a new cut, probably with a kitchen vegetable knife. And did you guess correctly? These are anemones. They come in red and white as well. Lovely straight stems and a nice big elastic band. I've also got one stem without a flower head on it. So what I do with my flowers, and what you should do as well, is recut the stems when you get them home. You can see if I hold it really close to the camera, the ends do dry out over time. So taking my scissors and going in to cut at a slant. So you've got a diagonal cut, and you can imagine that stem sitting in the vase, it's on tiptoes so the water can get to it. If you cut it straight across, it's just going to sit flat at the bottom of the vase and no water is going to get into your stem. And the same thing with the tulips. And then the hyacinths as well, just seeing if I can cut off a tiny bit of that bulb area. So you may find it easier. Oops, that's escaped. You may find it easier to use a little vegetable knife to do this. I picked up this milk churn ceramic pot from the charity shop for £2.50. I think it's a really great shape and be really practical to use. I thought it looked a bit plain though, so I'm going to add on the word flowers. I've got a tea towel here just to stop the vase rolling around while I'm working on it. I printed out the word flower using my Cricut machine and it's all ready to go on the backing paper. So peel that off and position it in place. I'm trying to get it equally between the two handles. Rub it on with my fingers, and I've got a little scraper here as well. And then wiggle the paper off. And doesn't that look great? My plain and simple vase now says flowers on it. And if I decided I wanted to change things up, I could just present the vase the other way around so it's nice and plain. I'm going to fill that with water and then put my flowers in and enjoy them. I'm going to start with my tulips first. I may need to take off some of these leaves because they're a bit floppy. This leaf here is rather damaged, that needs to come off anyway. So I've crisscrossed the stems inside my vase, all sort of interlocking, and that'll help support the other flowers. I'm going to add in my hyacinths next because they're quite chunky. I want to make sure I've got room to get them into the vase. And I'm just interspersing them equally. Not specifically doing a set style of arrangement, because spring flowers always look great just spilling out of the vase. And now for these lovely anemones. They're a bit taller than everything else, so I need to decide whether I want to cut them down to size or enjoy them quite long. I think for the moment I'm going to go long because the tulips will grow a little bit. Actually, if I put that in, I've just broken the stem, so I'll recut that and put that into a little jam jar. I always like to keep a jam jar on the side, and I've got some water here. I'll scoop some water in and I can enjoy that little stem on my kitchen windowsill. So trying to be a little bit more delicate, pushing the flowers up with my fingers and adding them in where I've got a gap. And there's my finished arrangement, just really loose and really casual. Spring flowers look beautiful on their own and don't need to be over arranged. And you can see with the natural arching of the tulips, it really does blend the flowers into the vase. And we'll have to wait and see over the next few days, as these take up water, whether they're going to go more upright and move towards the sun, and they will grow a tiny bit as well. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again next time.